Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tier 1 this week, round 7 here at Bahrain. Is a normal race weekend as well, so we will have full quali following last week's sprint. And after last week, Bobo seems to have extended his lead at the front. Bobo's now 115 points, and he is 34 points ahead of Pink Eye. Pink in second on 81, Bruges in third on 70, Rick on 58, and GRL well anyway on 56. So it's going to be a close battle for second, but Bobo's looking pretty comfortable at the moment. We'll jump on with Flicks, he's first out on track. Cheers, Jack. Dry all quality and race. I'll be honest, I would have expected that being the case at Bahrain, but thanks for confirming. And evening also, it's not often I get to commentate on one of your races. It's been a while. I've got somebody else other than Bacardi to give abuse to now. And the funny thing is, they're both Dutch. Evening, Bobo. You had a good result midweek. Well done, mate. Flicks through turn 4, clipping a bit of the inside curb, but looks tidy. Looks in control. Evening, Pink. Ooh, Pink says, running a new type of setup for today, some experimenting for the rest of the season. This will be interesting. Just hopefully you don't throw your toys out at Pram and Pit and quit again, because you're 30 odd points behind now, mate. You need to be gaining points. And Flicks out the final corner now. Run to the line. ERS fully used. Sets 28.6. Who's going to be next across the line? I think it'll be Osso. As he's on the run to the final corner now. He manages 29.7, so yeah, it's 9 tenths off the pace there from us, so no it's not, it's 1.1 off the pace. Teabag up to the line, 28.9. Toby at 28.7. Who's that? Airways 28.9. Panda is coming up to sector 3 now as Flicks gets well out of the way. And Panda goes P2, 28.7. Dan. Is it Dan? Yeah, it's Dan, 29.7. So Dan, 2,000 slower than us, so. But to be fair to Dan, he was on the mediums. Flicks just giving Ashik a tour down that first straight. And cut the corner to give him a toe again. And he just backs completely out of the way, he doesn't give him a toe. Joshua with the new fastest lap there, 28.637. Toby's up there with 28.7 as well. I think Airways has gone for another run, he has just crossed the line. Tanner's just started his run. See what Ashik can do. Stan moves out of the way. .29 flat from Ashik. Dan into the pits. So we've got C8 Blue coming up to the final corner. And 130.5. Now I've seen C8 Lou in one race as a reserve and it was in tier 3 and he absolutely obliterated everyone, so I know he's quicker than that time. Who's that? Oh, Airways 28.6 on his second run goes the fastest. Tenor 28.7 puts himself P5. A lot of people on outlaps now. Gold just coming up to the line. P10, 29.5. Bobo is on a lap now, he just started. And I'm sorry guys, but I'll be back in just a second. And I'm back. I did see Panda did jump to the top with a 28.5 on his second run as well. Bobo 27.9 on his first run. Nicely done. And Pink, 27.5. Ooh, whatever Pink's trying with his new setup's working. Bacardi doing Bacardi things. A 32.9. Evening, Toby, mate. I got Oliver up to the line now. Goes P2 at 27.9. Great time from Oliver. We've got Bruges on the mediums. Used all his ERS, so he's got no ERS on the run to the line. 29.5. Dan's out on the softs this time round. And almost 4/10 improvement through sector 1. That'll move him up 3 places. Let's see what his sector 2 split is. And Bacardi improved 29.4 on his second lap on the mediums. And that made me miss Dan's sector 2. Great job. What's that line now? 28.6, improves by just shy of 1.1 seconds. Puts himself P7. It's a lot more competitive. Flicks P5, 28.5. Pushes Dan back down to P8. Tenor as invalidated. Bacardi, is he going again? God knows. I think he is. Got the fuel lights flashing. And he's 7/10 over his time, so he's not improving. Jump on with Teabag. He's just started his second run. Nice and smooth, second gear through that tight uphill right-hander. Didn't seem to lose traction on the exit. Now down into turn 10. Again, looks smooth. It's one of them, I think, with this track, like, it looks slow, but slow is smooth, smooth is fast. It's a track I'm not a massive fan of, to be honest. I think most of the F1 games I've ever bought previously, like when I was younger, going back years, I'd buy it, start the career mode, get up to Monaco, and then never play the game again. So Bahrain is obviously the first track of the season. I think I've overdone Bahrain. I just do not enjoy it. I don't think I'm fast here at all. I think it's a boring track. You've got Ashik now through sector 2, half a second improvement. So that'll jump him up around Flicks at the moment. See what he manages. 28.3, so he's above Flicks, above Panda. puts himself P4. Great job there from Ashik. T-Bag now in 13th. We've got, who's on a lap there? Well, anyway, C8 Lou's coming around the final corner now. 3 tenths under he is at sector 2. 29.9, so whether this is a track he don't like or he's sandbagging. Oh, I didn't play F1 on the PSP. I just had a lot of them on the PlayStation. I used to buy them every year. I literally just do career mode up until Monaco. Realised I couldn't do Monaco and then never play the game again. See what GRL can set. Up to the line. P2, 27.9. 100th quicker than Oliver. So, some competitive times there. See what Bruges manages. Bacardi and Spray and Pray both on outlaps. But they will need to improve if they want to stay in qualifying. So the people at risk now are T-Bag, Gould and Jack Whittle if all 3 of the lads on laps below improve. Unless they're going again. They could be. We'll see. I'll have a check in a second once Bruges crosses the line. And Bruges P6, 28.3. So Jack Whittle is going again. And it looks like Gould is 2. Bacardi 3.5 tenths under. Sector 1. Which I think still puts him behind T-Bag. So he'll need to improve again. Improve massively there through sector 2. 3/4 of a second. Put him around Toby, a tenner. If he keeps it up through sector 3. As that's Gould into the pits, so Gould not improving, he might be out now. Bacardi, P7, 28.3, wow. Carried a lot more improvement through that 3rd sector. What can Spray and Pray do? He's invalidated. So Toby has made it through without finishing his lap. And he pulls into the pits. Yeah, so we're losing CV Gould, T-Bag, Spray and Pray, Osso and C8 Lou from Q1. Fastest time just from that one lap Pink did there, 27.5. We got 4 tenths back to GRL, Oliver, Bobo. And then another 4 tenths back to Ashik and Bruges, Bacardi. And then it's quite close after that. So it looks like we've got a couple of little groups forming. Just confirmation there, fastest time, Pink 27.5, that small gaggle behind, and then another gap, and very close after that. But yeah, losing CV Gould, T-Bag, Spray and Pray, Osso, and C8 Lou. Toby says his first Q2, so well done, mate. Congratulations. See how the times develop now as well with track evolution. It will get faster and faster. Everyone's just sitting in the pits at the minute. Oh, I hear an engine. I thought it was Airways, it's not, it's the Haas ZX10. The Williams and Jack Whittle right behind him. Bit of a puff of smoke there. Tenner has a slight lock up into turn 1 on his hot lap. Nice and tidy through 2 and 3 though. DRS open. Again, a little puff of smoke there on the entrance to 4. Cuts the curb nicely. Fully avoids the exit curb. The entrance curb, the apex curb of 7. Through 9. Downhill, heavy braking zone into 10. Again, looks nice. .1072 for his sector 2 split. He is the first to set a time for that, so it did flash up as purple. Through the final corner now. Plenty of ERS to burn. DRS open and 29.2's the first lap on the board. And I thought it was beaten by Jack Whittle by 0.02 of a second until Bobo goes and Roms ahead with a 1.4 second faster time, 27.8 on his first run. Here we go, Wrong Tim cheering on Osso. Airways a 28.7. Toby 28.8. Josh 29.8. Although it wasn't a hot lap, it looks like he's abandoned it. for sure what's going on now. Both the kicks overs in the pits. Who's going to be first across the line? That is the question. I think it's Bruges. As Tim says, out in Q1, calculated smoke break. Yeah, that's his excuse every week, I think. Even in Tier 3. Bruges goes to P2 with a 28-2. Oh, Pink second, 27.9. I'm gonna guess 4 tenths off though. I'm gonna guess that we're on used tyres. And Bacardi 28-2. Sorry. Looks like Bacardi's working with Pink now, trying to get a slipstream, or whether Pink's give him a slipstream. I don't know why. We don't need to see Bacardi in Q3. It's just wrong. We've got Ashik on another lap now, but he does have the red fuel light waiting, flashing. Invalidated. Got Dan on an outlap now. Dan driving for the same team that he won the championship in last season, sorry. So he's very used to the car and the sounds. Obviously, we run equal performance here. So all the cars' performance levels are the same, but each car's sound is unique, and when you're running on manual and stuff like that, you get used to the sound for gear changing. As Dan crosses the line to start his lap. Both Aston Martins coming back out the pits. .28.5, sector 1 for Dan, splashing up in the purple, but he's not got time on the board, that'll be white. Just on the run to the final corner now. Wide on the exit curve, DRS open, 28.3 up to P6 for that. So definitely more competitive than his first run in Q1. flag there. I think that was the Mercedes slowing down, coming out of the pits as Dan slowed as well. Anyways, just started a lap. Oliver's just started a lap. Tenor, purple sector 2, almost 7/10 improvement, which will put him around Dan from that sector's improvement. See what he manages now through sector 3. P6 ahead of Dan, 400ths. Panda up to the line, 28.2. Panda up to P4. He has found some pace recently. You know, he had a very good race a couple of weeks back. Which I think he finished. I think he finished P2 on track, but I'm not sure if he ended up taking the win after penalties. Tens invalidated, Dan's on an in lap, Airways invalidated. All the work will be next to set a time. Oliver with a 27.5. So very, very quick time from Oliver, matching Pink in that first session. Ashik's going again. Oh no, sorry, Ashik was on an out lap. Improving through sector 1 by almost 2/10. Didn't look so smooth through 8, but looked fine through 10. And almost 9/10 improvement, so this should see him jump up a fair few places. See if he can keep it up. Final corner done, and he looks good. Should be quick. 28.2 up to P5, right behind his teammate. 31 thousandths was second. Toby on a lap now, 10th under at sector 1. Or GRL's just on the run up to the line as well. For his first lap, GRL goes P3 straight away, 27.8. So Dan, that drops his teammate into the relegation zone of this qualifying session, which Toby's currently in, and this will be Toby's last run at it. And he goes P10, 28.3. Ooh. And Bacardi's in the pits, so he can't improve. Tenor's in the pits, he won't improve. So Tenor's out. Airways just started a lap. Josh has just started a lap. We've got Jack Whittle on a lap at the moment. Not improving through sector 1. Quarter of a second improvement at sector 2. That's not going to be enough. That is not going to be enough. Bruges up to P4. Jack Whittle P13 jumps 1 place with a 7/10 improvement. Got Airways now Dan's just started a hot lap. So Airways 0.13 sector 1, Josh 1.5 seconds. Josh might make it through, that's borderline, but Airways isn't looking quick enough. Unless he makes a whole lot of time up here now on the run to the line. No, P13. And Josh, P6, 27.9. That drops Toby out. Bacardi's now in the drop zone. I think Dan's the only one who can do it. Come on, Dan. Knock Bacardi out, please. Everything you've got. It's sector 2 split. No, he's not improving. 2 temps over. Bacardi, that slipstream from Pink has saved your ass. Yeah, unlucky there, Toby, mate. 300ths of a second caught you. But yeah, Oliver setting the fastest Q2 time this time round. And then a 3/10 gap to Bobo, GRL, Bruges, Pink, Josh, Panda, all very close. Then a 3/10 gap to Flicks, Ashik, Bacardi. Well, yeah, all close after that. Three and a half temps covering P8 to P15. But losing Jack Whittle, Airways, Dan, ZX Tenor and Toby. Well, yeah, fastest man this session, Oliver. I think he had a couple of goals at it. I think Bobo, Bruges, Pink only did one run. I think GRL as well, actually. So here we go. This is the one that matters now. 12-minute session to set the top 10 for the race. We've got a Mercedes coming out. Which one is it? I think it'll be Flicks. I was right. Bacardi's wheels snapped. Oh, great. Well, that's it. That's it, Pink. Bacardi's car's not used to going that quick. That's why it just fell apart. Look, I know it's an expensive job with these Fanatec wheels and stuff, so I don't wish that on anyone, even Bacardi. But if there's one person who deserves it, you know. He zip-tied it together. Hey, if it works, it works. As we're on with Flicks now for his first flying lap of this Q3 session. Bacardi with his makeshift wheel in Q3. Oh Christ, I'm just seeing a picture of it. Oh God, that's some yeah, I don't even know. I was gonna say some heart attack shit. Here's one we made earlier. Bit of paper mache. Might have done a better job. Flicks up to the line, 28.3 for his first run in Q3. Who is next? Josh, the 29.1, Panda 28.5. Panda getting a slipstream off his teammate there. Ashik up to the line. 28.2. Bruges 27.9. So quick time from Bruges. First man in the 27s this session. Got Oliver on a lap. Pink's on an out lap. GRL's on a lap. And Bobo's on a lap. GRL's going to be first across the line. Oh, sorry to hear that, Harvey, mate. I hope she's okay. I hope you're on the mend as well. GRL up to the line now. What's he do? 28.4 first run, so I'm going to guess used tyres. Oliver 27.5, which is what he did last session. And Bobo 27.6. So that's Bobo's fastest lap of the qualifying. Oliver slightly slower than his, so I'm going to guess Oliver's pit new tyres. I think Bobo's pit new as well. See what Pink can manage now. .106 flat. Sector 2. It's quick. A little bit of smoke there. Burning the RS now down to the line, 27.4. I'm going to guess that's the fresh set of tyres. I think his Q2 run was unused. So he's got a couple of sets of fresh at this. but Pink's new setup, whatever he was working on for his setup, seems to be working. It's working when it matters. But how will it hold up for the race? That is the risky one. New setups, new feels, new tactics in a race format are a bit dangerous. There's Flicks. He's on an out lap. Pink's on an in lap, everyone else is in the pits. And Flicks did his out lap, came straight back in. And the other Mercedes is now out on track. Ashik. Just waiting for Ashik to come round. We've got Panda out on an out lap as well. So these will be the first two runs we see of everybody's final run. GRL's out as well. Ashik's on his lap now, see what his sector 1 time is after he comes out of turn 4. Into 5 and 1.5 tenth improvement. So will improve his time, but won't see him move any positions on the leaderboard. It looks clean, it's just, again, as I said before, it's one of them tracks where everything just sort of looks slow. 3/10 improvement. That could put him around the time that Bruges has done. Maybe just ahead of Bruges. But I don't think he's got enough to challenge the leaders. Out the final corner now, out of ERS. And yeah, just ahead of Bruges, P4. We jump on with Panda, he's next on a flying lap, 4/10 improvement at sector 1. Again, that'll move him up to P6 at the moment. If you can keep that up for the rest of the lap. Through 11, 12, into 13. 7/10 improvement, that's more like it. And that'll probably put him just ahead of Bruges, probably between Bruges and Ashik. Unless he improves again in the third sector. No, puts him right between Bruges and Ashik. P5. And that is the end of the session. So Ashik and Panda have set their laps now. They will not improve. Bruges is almost 3/10 under. Who's that? GRL is invalidated, so GRL's not improving. Ashik's just let. Is that Oliver through? It is. Oliver's 10th under. Improves, but not by enough. Who's next across the line? It's Bruges. 27-4 from Bruges. And Josh at 27-7. Wow, Bruges out of nowhere. What a lap time. What's Pink doing? Pink's 2/10 under. Pink's playing. Bobo 27-3. Apologies, Bobo, I missed you there. Pink 27-1. Wow. And Bacardi 28-2. He's not last with his bloody cable tie, duct tape wheel, all that. As Riker's cheering on Cavalis. You've got the wrong tier, mate. Cavalis is in tier 2. That's shown on our Twitch channel. This is tier 1. As also says, let's go driver of the day. I'll tell you what, if Bacardi finishes above where he started with a cable tied wheel, that's a contender. No pressure. But top 10 now confirmed for this session, and I will be back before the start of the race. apologies guys, I am here. There is drama further back. Ashik, Josh, Panda all down 13 places, Bacardi down 7, Dan and Tenor up 6 places, Spray and Pray up 10 through 4 corners. That is insane. And for the Osso fans, Osso's up 4. And he's not got a track limit warning yet. He's gone through more than 3 corners. Pink holding the lead from Bobo, Bruges, Oliver staying where they are. Flicks up 3, Tenor up 6, Dan up 6, Spray and Pray up 10. We'll have a look at the tyre choice. Tenor, Spray and Pray, Toby, Lou and Panda on softs. GRL, Teabag and Bacardi on hards. Everybody else on the mediums. I was going to say, I'm assuming there's some wing damage at the back here. Yeah, Panda's missing an end plate. That's Bacardi into the pits, off the hards on the first lap. Gold down to 19th. Bacardi's having a wing change as well, set of softs on. Spray and Pray up 11 now as he's passed Dan. Got ZX10 and X, but Spray and Pray is using a lot of ERS. Looks like he's trying to make them softs work as soon as he can. Now I think recommended tyre strategy on this is medium hard. So these guys using softs who want to make them count, and I mean for Tenor and Spray and Pray they definitely have, up 6 and 11 places respectively. As Dan's got Toby all over his gearbox. But Dan's still within DRS of the car ahead. Pink fastest lap, quickly taken by Oliver and then Spray and Pray. Toby up past Dan. Toby on the softs as well. So Dan, the couple of places Dan's lost there to guys on soft tyres, so not much really to worry about. Sort of what you'd expect in the opening laps. I would expect them softs to go off in the next few. Bacardi sent pictures in of more cable ties on his rig. Lou and Teabag battling. Lou on the softs, Teabag on the hards, going up the inside there of 13 and keeping that place. Nicely done. Dan is burning the RS, but he's doing it to keep within DRS of the group, which isn't a bad thing. He's got 2.5 seconds behind him. The group ahead just pulling out of DRS now. So he won't have it for this next straight. Oh, will he? It's 8 tenths at the braking zone. No, he's not. He's not got it. He made it all up in the braking zone and the exit. 2.7 behind him to Jack. But it looks like now a group of 8 for the lead. Oh, spray and pray just taps the back of 10 up. Out of 8. I think we might see some carnage. These guys on softs now wanting to get past the medium runners. Spray and Pray's burning more ERS. Flicks is burning quite a lot to stay with the group, to be fair. Oliver's in a good place. Bobo 90%, Pink 90%-ish. Bruges around 60%. But let's see, does Spray and Pray go for another move? He's definitely trying to move forward. Oh, Oliver's gone for it on Bruges. Toby's up past tenor. And that Toby and tenor move has created a bit of a gap. Oh, Flicks has lost it. Out of turn 4. Flicks now down to P9. Promotes Spray and Pray up to 5th. Toby 6th. Tenor 7th. And Dan now up to 8th. 2 seconds behind him. 1.6 ahead. Toby and Tenor just bordering on losing DRS to Spray and Pray. I wonder if them softs have seen the best laps now, no early safety car, so they're bordering on it. Are they going to get within that second? I don't think they are. No, Toby is out of DRS. But Tenor will have it, so will Tenor slingshot past him now? It looks like Oliver was having a look at Bruges again. Tenor's not got past him. Will he go for it now on the run into turn 4? No, he's nowhere near him. He's losing time now, Tenor. And I've seen end plate flying. Oliver's dropped. Yeah, Oliver's missing an end plate. So I'm guessing Oliver's made contact with Bruges at turn 4. So it's now a lead group of 4. Spray and Pray still the only one on different tyres in this lead group. The softs, but he's still making them work. He's recharged the RS as well behind these. As Panda's just passed also. Panda on the softs as well that he started on. Toby now up past Oliver. Tenor's going for it as well. And Tenor is up past Oliver. Oliver is into the pits. Dan up to 7th now. Flicks back up to 8th. Tenor's got Toby as well. Into turn 1. Toby's tried to go around the outside and gone deep. Very deep. Bruges went deep into 4. Spray and Pray now up into P3. I'll tell you what, he's having a hell of a race. Up 15 places. He started 18th. He's up to P3 in 7 laps. But he'll be screaming for a safety car soon. I didn't want to put any pressure on Bacardi by saying if he went forward with a cable-tied pad, he'd be in contention for driver of the day because he threw that right away on the first lap into turn one. I apologise, mate. That was not my intention. Dan's back on Toby and Tanner now, so I think them softs are definitely going off a little bit. Oh, we've got Lou facing the wrong way. He has wing damage as well. I can picture all the soft runners screaming they're hoping for a safety car, but no. CV Gold gaining on Ashik. So Pink now down to 65%, ERS, Bobo around 86%, Spray and Pray 75, Bruges 89. So similar, Spray and Pray using a bit more, but Pink's using the most out of this leading group. Dan up past Toby. So we've definitely seen the best of them soft tyres. Spray and Pray up past Bobo into turn one. Is he going to go for a move on Pink? They both burn all the ERS. They're both down to 20%. Wow. We've got another battle for ninth as well. We've got Airways in P9 with Jack Whittle and T-Bag behind him. T-Bag on the hard tyres, so playing the long game and still at 100% ERS. The guys ahead of him at 70 and 30%. When will we see the soft runners decide to box? I can only imagine it's going to be soon. And Spray and Pray is lucky in that Pink, but not quite close enough. Down up past Tenor as well now. Bacardi 10 seconds, speed in the pits. Are we going to see it? Oh, we didn't. I expected to see. Oh, Spray and Pray's up past Pink. Into 11. Them softs must be screaming now though. Jack Whittle down a couple of places. I think Jack Whittle's had a moment. He has. Panda's up past him now as well. Rejoin, no damage, no visible damage. See what's happening with the lead here. Pink just breezes past. And who's that? Is that Toby and Tanner both into the pits on them softs? Most of the soft runners now. We've got a couple of medium runners pitting as well. Jack Whittle. Oliver. Now ahead of Tenor and Airways after pitting much sooner to replace that wing. So Oliver back. Essentially, after net pit stops, he's back with that leading group. Sorry, no, it's not the leading group. It's Toby and Tanner. So it's the group that were battling Dan. 5 seconds behind the lead. We've got McLaren there. Is that CV Gold? Yeah, he's had a moment at turn 4. Spray and Pray's back past Pink. I can only assume he's going to pit though this lap or the next lap. Oh, Spray and Pray decided to pit this lap. Pink looked like he was following him. Bobo decided to pit. And then Pink and Bruges both swerved back left to go for another lap. We've got games being played. Dan's in the pits. Flicks. Josh. Oliver, Dan's come out ahead of Oliver by less than a second. But Dan's 2 seconds behind Bobo, so I don't know what's happened there. Bobo's lost 2 point. Yeah, he's lost a second and a half easy to Spray and Pray, and he's lost about 2 seconds to Dan. That could cost Bobo, especially when he's supposed to be going for an undercut. Pink into the pits this time. Bruges follows him in. Osso's got his mandatory penalty. Let's see where Pink comes out. Spray and Pray is coming down the straight. I think he's took it. This side by side into turn 1. Ooh, bit of contact. And Spray and Pray has made it through on turn 2. Bruges fits out a second ahead of Bobo. So yeah, Bobo definitely lost time though. And Bruges has lost time as well now. He's almost 2 seconds behind Pink. You got a yellow flag at the back. That's Bacardi. Another 10 seconds into the pits. Now we're going to see it. There we go. The first one of the day. T-Bag running the esports line. Down that straight there. Clever. Oliver up past Dan. Put on 5 lap older tyres. Airways up past Panda there. Field's starting to spread now. Pink just sitting behind. Spray and pray, but almost double the ERS that he's got. Pit dropping back a little bit. Bruges lost, yeah, probably another second. It looks like Bobo's going past him now. Bobo's found his pace again. Toby up past Dan. Oliver's gone deep. Oh, Dan picking up 3 seconds. Tenner's trying to go, they're almost 3 wide here. They are 3 wide. Oh, and Flicks tries diving up the inside of Dan. There's contact with the 3 ahead. There's contact with the 2 behind the 3. And then Flicks goes for a dive. An absolute dive into turn 8. What the hell is that? Please don't do the same at 10. He doesn't. Christ. Jack Whittle picking up a 3-second penalty there. Will go for a move on Tanner. Well, I'm sure he will. He does. Flicks has gone for an absolute dive again. Got Dan, but almost took Toby out. It's insane. For a man who's been involved in so many incidents and had so many penalties, he's not learnt a fucking lesson, has he? Very deep there into 8. Let's Dan up the inside, but no doubt he's going to... Oh, and they're in the wall. They're both out. Or Flicks is out. Dan's got wing damage. Safety car. You knew we're going to end in tears. It's just shit driving. That helps T-Bag massively. T-Bag in the lead of the race on the hard tyres that he started the race on. So, well done T-Bag, mate. He can pit now. And, yeah, he's going to be in that leading battle on fresh tyres. Pink stared out. Bobo Bruges. Spray and pray pitted. Oh, Teabag's gone for soft. Spray and pray's gone for soft. 12 laps to go. Okay, a couple of laps under the safety car. Yeah, I get it. So Dan has pitted for a fresh set of mediums. He's come out in 13th, but still with that 3-second penalty as well. Safety car bunching the pack up. That's not going to help him. Airways, fresh set of mediums. Panda, Toby, Tenor, Oliver, fresh sets of mediums. The only people staying out were Pink, Bobo, Bruges, GRL, CV Gold. I think Josh pitted the lap before that happened. It's definitely going to be an interesting end. There's also gets a 10-second penalty for, well, ignoring yellow flag. I can only assume he had an illegal overtake. That's one that you can appeal after the race. Check the rule book on that. But, yeah. Depends what it's for, but I'm pretty sure he can appeal it. Apologies for the yawning, lads. I've been working away this week. And then I did a 5-hour drive back. I'm now doing comms, so I'm a little bit tired. The safety car is in this lap. So Pink back in the pack up. I think Pink's gonna hope that having Bobo and Bruges behind him and them soft runners will just let him pull away a big enough gap that he needs. But I think Bobo and Bruges are both gonna want to be as close to Pink as they possibly can. That the group's gonna stay tight. Spray and Pray's got a good start. He's gone for the move on Teabag straight away into turn 1. And Teabag's fighting back in 2. Ooh! Spray and Pray's got it. T-Bag's lost out to GRL as well on the older hards. So that has definitely screwed his line. Spray and Pray's now got Bruges. He's got 2 cars in 2 corners. Ashik up past Gould. Pink's burning the RS. Spray and Pray's burning the RS. Bobo's a bit in between. He wants to burn. He's burning a bit, but not everything. Oh, Spray and Pray's pushing him around that corner there. He's going for it. He's going for it into the final corner. It's done before the final corner. He's burning all his ERS and there's 9 laps left now. The ERS enabled. Is he doing it to try and push and get away, or just get within that DRS of the lead? We'll see. We'll see. I'm just looking down the field then to see everybody within DRS all the way down until you get to Osso. Osso's the first to break it. See, Pink's just regaining his ERS now. The Spray and Pray's still burning. Oh, he's trying to save some. I have a feeling Pink will let him through though. Spray and Pray, fastest lap of the race. Down to 10% ERS though, that is nothing. And that will affect his performance. T-Bag not managing to capitalise on them softs. Is he trying to recover? No, not really. They've pulled away though, they brought Bobo. So they brought DRS to Bobo, which could incite a battle behind, and Pink taking fastest lap off Spray and Pray on 9 lap old hards. So them tyres are definitely not dead. GRL is going for it. He's got Bruges and Bobo on the run into turn 1. Which means your leading group are just going to pull away now. Oh, T-Bag's just been nabbed by Oliver as well. A late move from Oliver, who looks like he's now going for Bruges as well. Oh, bit of contact. shit, picking up a 3-second penalty. Oliver now up past Bruges, the help there in DRS. Oliver on fresh and medium tyres as well. Still just Pink and Spray and Pray at the front. Spray and Pray on 25% ERS, Pink on 60%. 7 laps to go, 6 wants to cross the line. C8 Blue picking up a time penalty. Panda up past Bruges. Now Bruges is at the moment. Something's happened with Bruges. He's gone from battling Bobo and Oliver. There's a gap between Oliver and Bobo, so I'm guessing it was Bruges and Oliver. Oh, Toby's had a moment there and dropped back a few places. Teabag right on the back of Oliver. Has Oliver still got his wing? Yes, he does. Bobo and GRL broken the pack behind as well. They're both very similar on the RS. Spray and Pray is trying to recover. Pink not really putting him under pressure that he has to burn more. Teabag up past Oliver. A lot going on here because we do have a very big group of cars. From Teabag down to Toby in P13. Lou and Josh swapping places a lot, dangling for a move on Bruges. There we go, Pink is at 100% ERS, so he's fully set now for this 5-lap dash, or 4 once to cross the line to the end. Oh, yellow flag, Jack Whittle. Wing damage. Panda looking a bit racy there, missing an end plate. Definitely got front wing damage. Not looking like he was trying to make a move on Teabag. Is there going to be any moves into turn 1? Teabag having a look at Tenor up past Oliver. Now what about the run to 4? Oliver's nothing to fight back with. Jack Whittle, 10 seconds speed in the pit lane, and he has retired from the session. At the front, Pink's still on 100% ERS, spraying per air up to 70% now, so Pink's let him recharge. He's not kept him under too much pressure. But 2 laps to go now. I'll go back up past Tenor. Airways in a position at the moment where the 2 lads ahead of him have penalties, so he will jump up 2 places. Bruges up past Panda on the older hard tyres. It's getting to crunch time for this battle at the front though, so I am going to stick on board with this for the time being. I know we do have a big battle for 5th place at the moment, but this is the one that counts, this is the one that matters. And the battle just behind this as well between GRL and Bobo for the podium. Or the final podium spot, sorry. Pink has got the move done. Pink's made the move into 4. Is he going to push now? Is he going to push? Still got 100% ERS. Or has he got a plan? If anything, I thought Pink had gone the lap before, so they'd swap back this lap, and then on lap 29, the final lap, Pink would get him back, but I don't think Spray and Pray has anything. I don't think he's got anything left, unless he's going to burn it all now. He has burnt everything now, and Pink's just going to drive around the outside with DRS as well. Oh, contact, and that's it. Pink has DRS, so now Pink's in the lead. In the lead, has more DRS, ERS even. And I'd say that's that from turn 4, really. I'd say that's that battle done. Tenner picking up 3 seconds there. T-Bag getting past him. Ooh, Tenner going back past T-Bag. And that's it. What do I know? Pink definitely knows what he's doing. Bruges and Tenner fighting now. As Pink takes the win, 3.5 tenths exactly ahead of Spray and Pray. GRL holds on against Bobo, takes that podium. So with penalties, Airways ends up P9. Toby 10, Tenner 11, Dan 12. Bruges comes back to P7. Oliver P5. There we go, we're seeing the podium celebration there. Pink taking the win and the fastest lap. Spray and Pray P2, GRL taking that podium spot. Bobo championship leader, finishing P4. Let's try and invite the podium finishers to the party. So, seeing as you're the only one who's joined so far, Spray and Pray,
What's up?
I'll start with you, mate. How with that? Obviously, you start of the race, everyone's going for mediums or hards. Select few pick softs. What was your target? What were you hoping for at the beginning of the race?
Um, well, the mediums are ass on this track. I knew I was going to start soft. I actually wanted to start on the hard, but this game is ass, so it wouldn't let me. Um, so soft hard, pretty standard for this circuit. I mean, the mediums are so bad. I mean, it's slower and the softs go just as long. So what I was expecting,
Right, I didn't expect that at all. I thought the medium was a miles better tyre than the soft.
no, not at all.
That's why I'm a commentator.
And then I mean, I wouldn't say lucky lap one. There was a little bit of a pile up in the midfield. I got to like eighth, and then I knew I was quick enough to the front if I just didn't bottom my qualifying. So it was just a matter of time before I got up to pink eye, and yeah, I don't know how he kept. I don't know how he kept on my DRS that long, to be honest.
Yeah, so I think you made 10 places up on the first three, four corners.
Yeah, something like that.
I think you were up 10, Dan was up 6, and Tenor was up 6 as well. Obviously, you quickly made your way through the pack, getting into that lead battle. You stuck in DRS and you battled for a lot longer than I thought you would, to be honest. I expected the softs to go off, so that maybe that's my misunderstanding.
You know,
Uh,
normally like lap 11, they're like 75%. That was my main issue. So I knew I was kind of hoping the safety car was going to be out for an extra lap. Maybe in
yeah,
that case I could have won that. But the last two laps, I had no grip. Like I didn't stand a chance.
right, right. Yeah, I wondered when you made the move on Pink. I thought Pink had made the mistake by letting you through on the wrong lap. So
Yeah,
the next lap sort of thing, you'd be able to fight back, but
yeah,
it did.
I think he did make the mistake. I think there was a mistake, but he got away with it. I literally couldn't get on the power. Like I was turning to the corner. I was on 57 brake bias at one point. That's how little front end the grip I had. Like I literally couldn't turn. I couldn't get on the. Like, I literally couldn't do anything.
It
And
looked
then
like you were burning a lot of ERS as well to
I just couldn't build it up either. So like at the safety car restart, I got up to I got myself to first in like 2 laps.
yeah.
But then I got down to like 10-20% ERS. I was like, okay, I've got like a 6-7 tenth gap. So like, oh, he's not a threat. I can just, if anything, just coast along. I don't need to push. But I didn't use ERS for like 8 laps. I got to like 70% and that was it. So
Yeah, well
yeah,
that's
it was so
it.
annoying.
I was looking when you were down to 10%, I looked at Pink and he still had 60%. And I
Was it
was like, oh
60?
he's
Oh
yeah, I
no.
was like, oh he's just playing with him at the moment.
That's the thing. Like when you're in the DRS, you get like 20% ERS more than what I would. Like I was maybe recovering like
Did
5% a lap, and he
did
was
you
probably
flick
getting
to none at
20%.
any point, or did you just leave it
No,
on
no,
medium?
just medium.
Right,
I left it
right.
medium all the way.
So Pink, I think Pink, Bobo, Bruges, a lot of the leaders here normally do flick it to none for certain corners just to
Yeah, so you just go on the entries, but
yeah,
I just don't
yeah.
bother.
Yeah, no, I'm the
I
same, mate. It takes too much away from me, my concentration.
yeah. I mean, I thought Pink Eye made the mistake for not pitting under the safety car, but
I thought the same
DRS
thing.
is so good in this game that it's so hard to drop them. One lap, I wasn't really pushing for the whole any of the race really. I wasn't really pushing. One lap, I decided to try and drop it. I gained like 6 tenths on him, but he skated in at like 100th of a second is what he got skating in DRS. And after that, I literally just I gave up. Like even in the first skin, I wasn't pushing at all. I was just stuck behind everyone. And then when I got back behind Pink Eye, he kept on slowing down, like on the straights and that, to try and
Yeah,
DRS bait me,
it looked
which I
like
think is a
you.
bit.
I didn't see it like that. I'll be honest. The way I saw it, from my point of view, was you were on the softer tyres. Them lads who were at the front, the group that you jumped onto the back of, were all managing the race against each other. They didn't expect you on the softs to come through so quickly. And then they sort of thought, oh, well, you're on the soft tyres, so you're not really a concern.
I mean, my thing was that it was like I think it
That's
was
the
like
way
lap
I thought they'd looked at it, but
it was like lap 9, 10, 11 where like going out to like the end of the second sector,
yeah,
he was just completely. I don't know if he was completely going off the power, but like majority through those corners, I was literally just coasting through it, just because I know what he was trying to do, which is a bit annoying to be honest.
yeah,
So on that first stint, I was a lot quicker, I thought, and considering I was starting 18th,
yeah.
even just to get second as an accomplishment.
Look, I'll say it here now. You're my driver of the day, mate. 18th to
There we
P2
go.
is no mean feat. So absolutely brilliant job, absolutely brilliant and well deserved.
Cheers, boy.
So not only speaking to you for your podium, but yeah, driver of the day as well, mate. Well done. And you are the only one who's joined, so that will be the end of the stream.
No worries.
So thank you everyone who's tuned in. Thank you everyone who's commented. Thanks to all the drivers. Thank you, Spray and Prayer, for joining in.
No worries, mate.
Join us Sunday, Tier 3, 8 o'clock. We'll be racing on our Twitch channel here at Bahrain. And then we'll be back here for, I believe it's Jeddah next week.
Yeah, Jeddah.
So that'll definitely be fun. Half 8, Tier 1 and 2, YouTube and Twitch as usual.